Hello and welcome back to Surviving Mars. So in the last episode the colony was hit by not one, not two, but three meteors. Two of them during a dust storm. They completely obliterated my life support. This oxygen tank was gone, this Moxie is still destroyed. I lost all my water supplies and I had to carefully use my resources, not only but also, this water extractor I built in the very beginning was very lucky that I had it to pull through this disaster, and as you can see I managed. The colony is still thriving. However, the fungal farm was destroyed and this guy turned senior, so I don't have any chance right now to get the fungal whole story bit, which also means that I don't have to limit myself anymore to less than 100 colonists. So I'm going to expand the colony in this episode, which also means that I allowed births in both the domes again, so colonists can have children, and I will also change one of my technologies that I'm researching because I would like to have gene selection more than I need factory AI for now. Maybe like so, because this means that the chances for colonists to gain rare traits is doubled, which is very important to get more empaths to increase the colony's morale. There's also a reason why I want to grow the colony now, and that is because this empath is still alive. He's going to die in the near future. He is a senior now. He can die basically any day, I guess. And I want him to visit those two domes that I'm going to build, or at least one of them. One's going to stay empty anyways, so that the colonists in this dome get the empath bonus, which is apparently permanent. So what I need to do to expand my colony, I need more concrete, and I have two options. I think I'm going to repair this one so it no longer annoys me by just sitting there, and I could repair this one. Not sure if I'm going to, but what I could also do, because I do have a lot of food now, some is stored here, a lot is also stored here. I'm going to buy concrete from China, trading, yeah, this one. So I'm giving them 50 food, which is basically nothing at this point for the colony. And I'm buying concrete. So the drones, I'm going to fill up the rocket now. How many drones are here? 6. Good. You're having 5 and you're having 6 as well. Not sure if I need you down here anymore. Something else is the case right now. This rare metal depot is actually filled. There's some left here, so I don't really need to produce more rare metal right now. I'm still producing electronics for somewhat obvious reasons, and I have a lot stored. So as soon as I can send my rockets back from Earth, those two are still currently stuck here because of the experimental rocket story bit. As soon as I can send them back, I can set up at least one more of the SETI satellites, those, and get another 1.5 billion, have some financial buffer. So yeah, what I'm going to do now is, first of all, I'm going to speed up, and I'm going to it is kind of wasteful to repair this concrete extractor for just 6 concrete that are left here, but I don't, it kind of annoys me. Oh, this one got destroyed. Obviously I'm not going to upgrade it, it's going to be destroyed, rather empty in a minute anyways. Something I should do is setting up power switch here. I also need to store more water and more oxygen. So there it is, gone, goodbye. Going to remove all the cables as well, they can't break. Drones were removed.
Meteor shower incoming.
Yeah, I have very good experience with meteor showers. Okay, rocket's on its way. One drone has no commander, but it's fine. It's not gone for long. If you remember, you might remember, I want this one gone. So I can place a dome here. There's not enough space because of this one solar panel. So I'm going to use it and then destroy it. But as soon as this rocket comes back, I might actually set up the dome already. I don't think it's enough yet. Yeah, I was told, and it's actually correct, I was not aware, no real point in growing fruit trees and corn compared to quinoa. Quinoa gives 22 per 2 souls, so it's 11 per soul. Fruit trees give the same, and corn gives a little more, but you have to restore the soil quality with either soybeans, which is only 8 per soul, or fruit trees, which take forever, with 8 souls. So the overall number growing corn and fruit trees is just like 12 food per soul. However, you need much more water compared to quinoa. So what I'm going to do is, as soon as this one's grown, as soon as the fruit trees are grown, and these fruit trees are grown, so soil quality is back to 100, I'm going to switch to quinoa, and then keep growing this. Okay, rocket's coming back, that was very fast. Not going to do another run, I don't have that large fuel supplies for now. Breakthrough, that's good. You come back, going to... You have 9 drones, okay, you don't need 9 drones. All the drones go back here. One more. 0. Going to repair this one and producing the rest of the concrete myself. I do need more power for this, because I think I'm using 100 during the night. Yes. So there's 2 options. I could repair some of those. 2, I believe, to keep this one running. I think that's what I'm going to... What I'm not going to do. Alternatively, I can and will use this battery. Needs to be repaired, but I think 1 polymer is less valuable than one machine part, although not from looking at it. However, this of course requires me to turn on some solar panels so that I produce 70 power again. Ah, look at this, the experimental rocket. Okay, the design flaw has been discovered. I don't know how. Took them 40 souls to check on what they were doing. That's peak engineering, I guess. And the rockets are safe now, so both the rockets can come back from Earth. I don't need them to bring anything. I'm very well supplied. But as soon as they come back, I can use them as drone command units. Ah, great. Okay, the meteor storm started, but this time... Where is it? There they are, okay. This time I'm very far away from the colony, so I'm not bothered at all. Also have 7 children again. Why does it not tell me that there's a homeless child here? There has to be a homeless child, yeah, there it was. Weird.
Anomaly found.
That's from a meteor, that's kinda nice. Probably going to scan it. The faster I get the moisture evaporators, the better. Wait. I think I explained it once, but I can cut the footage. If you press shift when you give rovers multiple tasks, if you press shift and then click, which I usually do, and what I usually do is I send it somewhere and then it send it back to base, so it doesn't stand here and get, you know, dust deviled. So I did this now.
Sector scan.
Going to scan this anomaly and then come here. I need to be somewhat careful that it's not being hit by a meteor, but it's fine. Okay, I'm not storing that much water. I don't really like it, but there's not... I will reduce water consumption in a moment. When a few souls, so that's fine. I wonder if I should increase my oxygen. Don't think I will. Don't really need oxygen that much. I can just... 4 souls should be enough, is what I'm trying to say, but it's actually not true. That's because you are growing fruit trees and don't need oxygen, right? And you are growing corn. So this number of 4 is highly flawed. So I repaired this one. Just 3 metal and then some polymer. What I was doing was... Yeah, the breakthrough I got was good vibrations. Very good breakthrough. It increases the sanity colonists restore when they are sleeping. not very important, except for this guy, because he's heavy workload and working in dark hours. Don't know why he has this job in the first place. You're lazy, not sure why you have this job. Yeah, not sure why you have this job. But this guy doesn't have a job in his specialization right now, so he can work the night shift. And then I just fill this with someone who's not lazy. You're okay. Okay, that should do the trick. Anyways, let's check for this dome. That's good. That's great. Working in the dark hours. Yeah, working in the dark hours still takes a hit on the sanity, and then they will rest. And with the breakthrough, then they regenerate 10 sanity, so they should be able to work night shift indefinitely. However, this guy needs to be switched out. Oh, you're a workaholic. Great, you can take the last shift, and then someone should be unemployed, I believe. Fair enough. Okay. Okay, so as soon as some of the children grew up, what I have to do is I have to... Going to mark them all down. I have to restart.
Meteor incoming.
That's my favorite sound. I'm gonna tell you certain what's happening here. I think this was just hit. Oh, there's a dust devil aiming to knock out my explorer so that the meteor can destroy it. Not today, Satan! Not very smart to go down here while there's a meteor storm, I admit. Well, that not going to comment on this. So the game is clearly out to get me. Completely lost my train of thought because of this meteor. Yeah, I need to restart the Martian University. So I need to remove all those colonists from this dome so the youth can be there. However, you might have seen that some of the services are already being run by specialists, so I need to have some untrained colonists for now anyway, so that's okay. And I'm going to send this one back now. Changed my mind. Meteors are over here. There's also a lot of debris, or not debris, a lot of resources from one of the meteor storms I started, still basically ready to be picked up. I'm going to do this next once those resources are brought in. There's also still a lot of resources down here. I don't really need to bring more meteors in for now. Okay, this one's not yet destroyed, but almost. I'm going to use the transport now to help with construction of the new dome. And I'm not aware if I have shown this before, but there's some kind of trick you can do to quick start stuff being built. You can drop resources and then build on top of them. I already did that before, but of course you can completely store all the resources that you need for a certain building, and then just remove the storages, place the dome in this case on top, and then it should be immediately be ready to be built. That sounds kind of wrong. Don't need... Not helpful. I only need 15 metal. Thanks, autosave. Oh, that's why. Okay, so my mistake. This one can carry 45 plus 25 is not 80. Rockets just made it to Mars. I can check if it was faster than it would usually be, because the story give them the experimental story makes the rocket 10% faster. Or not 10% faster, but travel time between Earth and Mars and Earth 10% shorter. What's not working? Oh, you're not working, that's not good. Drones. Oh, you know what? Okay. Well.
Meteor incoming.
What did I do to the meteors? Yeah, dome's leaking oxygen now. this one as well. Just a second later. Okay. Well, I didn't want to have this polymer anyways, right? Okay, I need 15. Well, 15 then. Almost repaired. It's always, I think, I'm not sure actually. That's kind of funny because usually colonists have like a -10 sanity penalty. At least I believe it's -10 for my dome was hit by a meteor. But those people, they just don't care. Martian born strength, I believe. Dropping off all the concrete, dropping off all the polymers, removing this one. One drone is going to take care of this. And it's gone, and 2 drones are taking the resource because I don't need them here. Great, okay. If I now remove those 3 storages, they have 15 metal, 80 concrete, and 15 polymers, which is exactly what I need for a basic dome. I can just place the basic dome like I planned out carefully a while ago, like this. And if you remember, I planned to have the rare metal extractor rotated in this direction, like so. It says unexploitable because I don't have the deep metal technology yet, but I can place it here later. So perfect, and by the changed color you can already tell that this dome has all the resources it needs, so it's going to be built now by the drones, if it's in range of drones, yes. Not those, but I can manually send them here. I was not aware that you were close to be empty as well, but I'm fine with that. And the dome is built. Excellent. Currently wondering, I want this guy to live up there. I can't send him here because there's no building to live in, so I need to build a living complex in first. You are already a renegade. I don't know why, but I don't regret for a second that you are not educated. Hippie and part animal, very good. 10 children currently, so we need to expand even further and have more base for more child colonists. Okay, so with this dome done, I can lay out the further expansion of the colony, and I planned on having many more domes in this upwards direction before I start moving further east with the colony. You might remember what I said. Sometimes now meteor storms, they start hitting in an area and then they move from west to east. So if the colony goes from south to north or north to south, you get hit by meteors, but only for a short duration, and then they pass over. Now, well, the meteors are aiming for the colony anyway, so it doesn't make much of a difference, but for now I want to play by the rules I set up for myself. I am planning to have a dome like this, a dome like this, and a dome like this, and then a dome like this. This might seem excessive, but the colony is going to grow a lot in the very near future. These 2 domes here should be connected by 1 heater, so this layout doesn't work. The heater is supposed to be here, and I need to make sure that the rotation of the domes is correct, so that they are all in range of the heater. Let's see, this is quite far out, but it's actually something I want. So that it's too far away, of course. I'm going to need to move it a bit closer in a moment. However, this is something that I want so that there's enough space for rovers to get past this side to this side, and this doesn't work if it's too close. I'm probably going to park the first dome like here. Need to move it a bit further to the south. I think this is where the dome needs to be, so this tile would be the entrance of the dome. I need to remember, it's probably a bit too close actually. Or maybe not, it doesn't matter at all. Maybe like so. And then this can be the passage. Smarter like this. No, this doesn't work. It's a bit tricky. Going to move it 1 tile out. This will cost me just 2 concrete, I believe, so that's fine. And then I'm going to connect it like this. Yeah, that works just fine. Like this. This should work. Okay, so this dome here, and it's currently night, so I can't really tell where the important tiles are, and also I need this. What are you doing? Nothing. Okay, going to bring over this commander so I can check what the which one the important tiles are. Okay, okay, so the tile this dome rotates around is this tile here, and it's actually easy to tell when the dome's not built, because that's the tile where the depot for the resources is apparently, because this dome is probably this tile, and I can check this easily. If I be after here, it's not. This time it's in. Okay, so I know this dome needs to be closer anyway, and this one as well. But I know how I can check the rotation. That's actually good to know. Okay, let's see what I will do with this and this dome. Of course, they all should be in the range of a subsurface heater that I could place here. So this dome would already be in range. This is the subsurface heater I'm planning. This is the range. Yes. So this one needs to go away. Okay, so this is the subsurface heater I planned. This is the two limits of the range that I want to use, because the minimum range I have to use anyways, and a dome that could be placed like this, but could also be placed here. I don't think I can build a passage over it like this. To place it up here, it would still be in range. And I can build a passage ramp for sure. To make sure that I can connect the two domes with a passage and place a passage ramp over the connections, I'm going to place this dome here. Oh, it doesn't work because the passage ramps rotate kind of weird. If I were to place it like this, those two tiles would be the passage ramp. This would be the passage in here, and then this would be the ramp again, like so. It means that none of these tiles need to be in the dome. I think it could work like this, but this would not be in range of the heaters. So this doesn't really work. But what I could do is I can place this dome here and then do some shenanigans with the passage and then the passage ramp, and then we should be fine. This is supposedly the new children dome anyway, so I don't care too much about what's in there. Let's just say I'll place this one here. Works like this. Okay, now it works. Yeah, now this tile here seems to be the correct one, and it's the one that is in range of the subsurface heater, and if I extend the range to here, it's in range. Perfect. So can remove this, can remove this, can remove this, and then to the other direction, concrete extractor. I probably have to do it in a somewhat similar fashion. I can already tell that there will be no passage ramp going over between those two domes. There's no way that's going to happen, but it's fine. So let me set limiting solar panels and then rotate 2 times so that this center tile is down here and it is in range of the subsurface heater, and it is the tile this dome rotates around. So perfect. And so I will connect these 2 domes, and from here out further to this dome, probably on a higher range than, or the highest range that's possible, because there's not much in here. But that's the plan for now, and I know it seems excessive. It's 120 concrete, almost all the concrete I have for right now. There's some here, not a whole lot. Very little here, not a whole lot here. There's some here. There's not really large supply of concrete, except for this one very far out. So I'm very lucky that China is in the game, and China always trades concrete for resources for food. So yeah, but that's what you get when you pick a location on the map that has low concrete. I don't remember if it's 1 or 2 bars, but it's very little resources when I picked the this location. I just finished cutting the footage of today's episode, and I run the numbers for the travel time the two rockets had from Earth to Mars. When I launched the rockets from Earth, there were 3 hours left till the meteor storm started. Then the meteor storm raged for 2 entire sols and 11 hours. So that's 2 times 24 plus 11. Before there was an autosave on Sol 214, I believe, and then it took another 10 hours till the rockets reached Mars. So that's 72 hours. The travel time with the long ride game rule is supposedly 75 hours, so I saved 3 hours of that. That's not 10% obviously. However, my theory is that the time reduction only applies to the default travel time, and that would actually add up. 3 hours of 25 hours is roughly 10%. Maybe it's just 2.5 hours, but that's impossible to tell. So the rockets seem to be faster, but not as much as I hoped for. However, I'm going to end this episode for now. As you can see, the colony is growing again. I have 11 child colonists. It's almost max capacity of what this dome can hold. So I really need to start and finish this dome and this dome so I can have more space for the children to grow up.